Hey guys, welcome back to Endless All, your endless source of cartoon obsession. We have our script right here. Today we're going to be talking about the most fun facts about The Incredibles you should know. Sit back, relax, enjoy. Number 1. The story of The Incredibles was based on true events. It does not take a genius to correlate some traits of the authors to the characters and their stories. Integrating your experiences and thoughts to your work is what makes it original. So, when I say that this movie was based on true events, it does not mean director Brad Bird is a part of a family of superheroes. Rather, this means that he greatly took inspiration from the events in his life. In the book entitled To Infinity and Beyond: The Story of Pixar Animation Studios, Brad stated that consciously, this was just a funny movie about superheroes, but I think that what was going on in my life definitely filtered into the movie. Number 2, Syndrome was based on the director. If you have been watching our videos like this one, you may have observed that a lot of the characters have something to do with the staff or creators of the films. This makes you wonder how things would turn out if you were to be made into an animated character. Anyways, looking at pictures of Brad Bird and Syndrome side by side, you can definitely see the similarities. People even say that the character is the caricature of Brad. Can you attest to this? Check it out. The most interesting part of all of this is Brad being completely oblivious about everything. He stated in a national public radio segment called Not My Job, quote, "Yeah, but of course, with me being an idiot, I didn't notice this until it was well into production. I don't think I look like that, but everybody was sort of snickering behind my back." Number 3, the personalities of the characters influenced their powers. If you ask 10 people what superpower they would want to have, chances are they would have different answers. And of course, their answers align with their personalities. Considering everything else, this is the same with animated superheroes. Helen's power of elasticity correlates with her being a flexible mother or overall person. Mr. Incredible's super strength amplifies his role of protecting his family. And can you figure out the rest yourselves? So, which superpower would you want to have? Comment down below. Number 4, people convinced Brad Bird that The Incredibles would be incredibly challenging to make. Let me give you an insight on animated film budgets. Tangled cost $260 million to make. Ralph Breaks the Internet costs $175 million. Big Hero 6 cost $175 million. And Mona cost approximately $175 million. So, now that you can see the picture, let us move on. According to Brad in 2005, we were told it would take 10 years and cost $1 gazillion by people here who are very smart. Of course, the team pursued the movie despite everything said to them, and the budget for the first movie eventually cost lower than $92 million. Sounds like it was cheap for a Pixar movie. Number 5, the Pizza Planet truck is missing in the first movie. Can you recall the yellow delivery truck of the restaurant called Pizza Planet from Toy Story? Well, this vehicle has been featured by creators in countless Pixar movies after the release of Toy Story, like A Bug's Life, Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, and Cars. For some reason, however, the car did not appear in the first Incredibles movie, but the vehicle was spotted by viewers in the sequel. In the fight scene between Elastigirl and Screenslaver, did you spot the truck? Number 6, a Toy Story Easter egg has been spotted in the sequel. Pixar does this thing where they put references to their upcoming movies in their recently released ones. Like in Finding Nemo, a kid was spotted reading a Mr. Incredible comic book just before the Incredibles movie was released. In this case, Toy Story 4 was their upcoming movie when they released The Incredibles 2. The interesting thing about this is, you must watch Toy Story 4 first to spot the Easter egg. So, after some reviewing, people finally found it. It was Keanu Reeves' character, Duke Kaboom. An action figure of the Daredevil was seen in Jack's crib. Number 7, The Invincibles was the original title. The fact was revealed in a book entitled 1,000 Facts About Animated Films by James Egan. Unfortunately, the creators chose not to settle with this title. It just does not roll with the tongue easily. What do you guys think? Invincibles, Incredibles. Invincibles, Incredibles. I don't see a difference. Number 8, the first movie took longer to make compared to the sequel. Bryn Imager is the talented shading art director of The Incredibles, and according to her, it took her about 2 years to work on the sequel. In comparison, she revealed she worked on the first movie for 3 or 4 years. Director Brad Bird told Imagine Games Network that he first shared his ideas to make the first movie with Pixar way back in 2000. The Incredibles was then released in 2004. Jeez. These animated films really require a lot of work. Oh, and fun fact about Bryn is she also worked on the movies A Bug's Life, Monsters Inc., Cars 2, Up, and more. Very talented. Number 9. Spencer Fox and Huckleberry Milner had to run laps to voice Dash properly. Because Dash has a superpower of speed and therefore is almost always out of breath, producers had to find a way to make the voice actors deliver the lines more realistically. In the first movie, the voice of this 10-year-old character was voiced by Spencer Fox. However, because there was a 14-year gap between the first and second movie, Spencer had already gone through puberty when Pixar was working on the sequel. Wow. This resulted in producers casting another actor named Huckleberry Huck Milner. And of course, he also did the same when voicing Dash. Are you willing to run laps to voice an animated character? I would, to be in The Incredibles, yeah. Number 10. There was a team dedicated to maintaining how the hair looked. You heard it right. Before Pixar released the movie, people were going crazy about how detailed the animation of the sequel looked in the trailers. And this is very understandable, since the creators clearly poured their hearts and souls into making this movie look as realistic as it could. So, behind all the detailed hair on screen is a dedicated crew whose job is solely checking the hair state in every single shot. If I would have made everyone bald. Sounds like a lot of work. Every single shot. If you look at the movie's IMDb page, you can see that Mark Thomas Henney is the hair and cloth simulation supervisor. Whoa. And Christopher Klein is the hair and cloth artist / sequence modeling lead. My Disney is something else. These people and the members of their team deserve to be recognized, yes. And here it is. This is the recognition right here on Endless Awe. Number 11. 14 years was the longest wait fans had to endure for a sequel. If you observe the most successful sequels, they usually get released a year or two after the first movie. Yep. This incredibly extensive wait of 14 years is the longest in Disney and Pixar history. Yeah. Do you think it was worth the wait? Yep. Yeah, financially, mentally, emotionally, pretty much everyone agrees. Sadly, that is all we have for you guys today, but the good news is we have way more videos like this on the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Get into the account. We have endless amounts of videos. You can watch our videos for days. Enjoy. Paula, thank you for the script.